Remy Ma is still out here throwing shade at Claressa Shields, and the streets are buzzing. Is she just bitter, or does she actually have a point? Because word on the curb is that Claressa might be trying to baby trap Papoose. And honestly, it kind of adds up. Since she and Pap can't legally tie the knot, Remy made sure of that by refusing to sign the divorce papers. There's also a hefty alimony situation that would hit Remy hard if she officially let him go. So, if Claressa really wants to secure her spot, getting pregnant might just be her way in. Reports are already swirling that she could be expecting. And just when we thought this situation couldn't get any messier, Remy is out here stirring the pot. Papoose and Claressa have been moving at lightning speed, hitting up events, booking gigs together, and putting each other on like a true power duo. Lately, Claressa has been hinting that she's stepping away from boxing to focus on other things. And let's be real, with the way she's been moving, the streets are convinced she's already pregnant. If that's the case, Remy might have just fumbled Pap for good. While she's stuck in some back-and-forth situationship, Papoose and Claressa are out here living their best lives. Remember back in December when Remy tried to blow up their spot by leaking private messages between Pap and Claressa? She really thought she was about to ruin them, but it backfired. Papoose had been keeping things low-key, but once Remy put them on blast, people only rooted for them harder. Meanwhile, Claressa was stressing. She had movie deals, sponsorships, and PR opportunities lined up, and her team was warning her that the drama wasn't a good look. But the public? They were all for it. Fans were saying, Pap finally woke up and left Remy. Good for him. Some even called Claressa an upgrade. Remy really thought she was shaking the table, but instead she got humbled. Since then, silence. No shady Instagram posts, no sneak disses in music, nothing. Meanwhile, Claressa and Papoose are thriving. They're showing up everywhere together, giving full-on power couple energy. They even took a Valentine's getaway to Hawaii, rocking matching jackets and sitting courtside at Knicks games. And let's not forget when Papoose showed up to Claressa's fight against Danielle Perkins, wrapping her entrance like she was the main character in a sports movie. Oh wait, she was. They're not hiding anything at this point. Claressa has been posting videos of them laughing, playing games, and just enjoying life together. And let's be real, she's glowing. You can always tell when a woman is stress-free and unbothered, and that's exactly the vibe Claressa is giving. If anyone thought she wasn't paying attention, she made it clear when she posted, "The love y'all show me and Pap is cool as." So yeah, the public is on their side right now while Remy, she's out here looking really thirsty. And here's where it gets even more embarrassing word, is that Remy actually tried to reach out to Papoose to patch things up and get their family back together. But Pap shut that down immediately. Imagine holding a woman down for 6 years while she's in prison, staying loyal, and then getting played the second she's out, only for her to act like she did nothing wrong. Pap had enough. He made it clear he's staying exactly where he's at, with Claressa. And honestly, who could blame him? Papoose is the definition of a stand-up guy. He was faithful, devoted to family, and never embarrassed Remy. But instead of cherishing that, Remy got cocky, stepped out, and lost the one man who was truly in her corner. Now, she's watching from the sidelines as Pap moves on with a woman who actually appreciates him. Claressa, on the other hand, is in love and isn't afraid to let the world know. In a recent live stream, she was gushing about Pap, calling him the best man she's ever been with. She talked about how they connect on a deep level, have real conversations daily, and how he treats her with the kind of love she's never experienced before. I love him. I love having his support. It's different from what I've had in the past. The way he speaks to me, the way he treats me, it's just different. We deserve each other. And if that wasn't enough, Claressa took it to the Tamron Hall show, still singing the same tune. She called Papoose her dream come true, praising his loyalty and support. He's giving me that ride-or-die love energy right now, and I'm eating it all up. One thing's for sure, Pap and Claressa aren't looking back. And as for Remy, well, she's just going to have to watch from the sidelines. And she wasn't done yet. Claressa kept going, saying, "The way Pap speaks, he's such a nice guy, so humble, so knowledgeable. And we all know he can rap." Okay, facts, Papoose can definitely rap, but more than that, he's incredibly supportive. Then she dropped the part that really stood out. As a strong woman, a woman with talent and a powerful jab, I need a man who can handle all of that without being intimidated by my success. And Papoose is that man. The shade at Remy was loud in that one. Because let's not forget, Papoose supported Remy for years, stood by her through everything, and she still took him for granted. Now, he's finally getting the respect and appreciation he always deserved, and Claressa is making sure she holds on to him. They're out here enjoying life together, unbothered by public opinion. And when people try to chime in with, "Oh, I've heard a lot of good things," Claressa is quick with the response, "Yeah, I can read too." But here's where it gets even more interesting. Claressa and Papoose clearly aren't treating this like some casual fling. This is serious. And now, Claressa just announced she's taking a break from boxing after 2 more fights to focus on other things. Naturally, the streets are talking, and a lot of people are convinced she might already be pregnant. Think about it. Why else would she suddenly pause her career? She's at the top of her game, dominating the boxing world, and now she's stepping back? Sounds like baby plans to me. And this isn't even the first time pregnancy rumors have swirled around her. Jada Davis, who's been linked to boxer Tony Harrison, Claressa's former trainer, just dropped a bombshell claim, saying Claressa was actually pregnant during her 2023 rematch against Hannah Gabriels. Yep, the same fight where Shields completely dominated and won by unanimous decision. When the rumor first surfaced, people were skeptical. But then Jada Davis doubled down in a recent video, straight up saying she fought Hannah Gabriels while pregnant and didn't tell anyone. And just like that, social media went crazy. Fans, critics, and boxing insiders all jumped in with their opinions. Some think Jada is just clout chasing, while others believe there might be some truth to it. One of the main theories? That's why Claressa got dropped in the fight. According to Jada, she was pregnant, hadn't eaten for 3 days straight trying to make weight, and still got in that ring. And honestly, it kind of makes sense. If she and Papoose can't get married because Remy won't sign those divorce papers anytime soon, the next best thing to locking him down is having a baby. They say it's lonely at the top, but this kind of lonely. Phew. And if there's a baby on the way, then Remy Ma is officially done. She thought she had a shot at getting Papoose back, but that door is closing fast. She fumbled a man who worshipped the ground she walked on, and now he's out here winning with Claressa. And if a baby is part of the equation, game over. Now, the real question is, how long before Remy Ma starts getting even messier? Because let's be real, she's not about to take this L quietly. And we all know Remy went to prison for shooting someone before, so if she starts feeling really pressed, who's to say she won't try something reckless? Hopefully not, but I'm just saying. Remember that boxing match between her and Claressa that was all talk and never happened? Claressa was out here saying she'd love to fight Remy, and people were waiting for that showdown. But of course, nothing came of it. And now that she's got Papoose locked in, it wouldn't be shocking if Remy starts plotting something messy. Even 50 Cent had to step in. Yep, 50 actually warned Claressa about getting too deep in this mess with Remy. And if 50 Cent, of all people, feels the need to issue a warning, then you know this situation is real. If Remy is really as bitter as people think, this could go from petty online drama to real-life problems real fast. And honestly, this isn't even out of character for Remy. Word on the street is she's always had tension with the women who had kids with Papoose before her. And now, people are starting to connect the dots. Think about it, plenty of rappers and celebrities co-parent in public, but when it comes to Papoose's other kids, silence. It's giving keep it low to avoid the drama energy. So now, with this whole Claressa situation heating up, people are wondering, did Remy make life hard for Papoose's other baby mamas too? Most people only know about the daughter she and Pap had together. But before that, he already had a whole squad of kids. Let's run it down. Deja Mackey, born November 1997, his daughter with ex-Let Lashley. Jamil Mackey, born April 1999, his son with Iveta. Destiny, born September 2000, from another relationship. And while Papoose had these kids long before Remy came into the picture, rumors suggest she wasn't exactly the welcoming stepmom type. Allegedly, she wasn't thrilled about his past, and behind the scenes, she may have been stirring the pot. But here's where things get really messy, because while Remy has been out here throwing shade, her own son has had his fair share of drama too. Y'all already know he's currently facing trial for a shooting incident, right? MHM. And as the saying goes, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So while Remy's out here allegedly beefing with Papoose's past, she might need to focus on what's happening in her own backyard. Looking at everything that's been going down, it makes perfect sense why Remy Ma is so protective over Papoose. For one, she's not trying to have any new additions in the mix. But let's be real, that's competition. Whether it's for attention, time, or resources, another baby shifts the entire dynamic, and Remy is not about to let that happen. Let's not forget, she allegedly already had issues with Papoose's other baby mamas. So this isn't just about Claressa, it's a pattern. People have been saying for years that Remy makes sure nobody gets too close to her man or her ex-men. And now that Claressa might be pregnant? Oh, Remy has to be fuming. If Claressa really is expecting, there's no denying it would change everything. Think about it, Remy still won't sign those divorce papers, which means Claressa can't marry Papoose. So, what's the next best thing? A baby, obviously. And honestly, some people think this could be part of Claressa's plan. If she can't lock him in legally with a ring, having his child is the next best way to secure that connection. No matter what happens, they'll always be linked. But here's the twist, Remy allegedly doesn't believe it. She thinks the pregnancy rumors are all cap, just a strategy to keep Papoose close. And let's talk about the timing. Claressa has been dropping hints about stepping away from boxing, saying she's got only 2 fights left before she retires. And what happens when a fighter retires? More time at home, more time with Papoose. So, from Remy's perspective, she might see this whole situation as a calculated move. Real or fake, one thing's for sure, this drama is far from over. So now the real question is, does Remy Ma actually have a point, or is she just being territorial over Pap? Is Claressa really trying to baby trap him, or are people just twisting the narrative? And most importantly, if Remy keeps refusing to sign those divorce papers, does that mean she's still holding on to Papoose in her own way? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's talk about it. And while you're here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications so you never miss another drop of tea. So, check out the next video on your screen because trust me, this is just getting started.